Hello and welcome to Virtualize Everything. Today we're going to be taking a look at how to upgrade our Proxmox 8.4.1 or newer server to Proxmox 9. The first thing you're going to want to do to upgrade to Proxmox 9 is make sure that you have all of your containers and VMs that are running backed up. Backing up containers or VMs in Proxmox 8.4 is fairly simple. You're going to want to select your container or VM and select backup. Then press backup now. Make sure that you select your storage location. I will be using local today, but it may be better to use a USB attached drive or something, because if your backup fails, you may have a harder time retrieving it from a local drive, although it still is possible to do. And then you're going to want to hit backup. Now this backup will take a few minutes, and although this window can be closed early, we're going to want to wait until it says task complete. If you do close this window early because you want to do something else, down here you can press this caret, it'll open, and you can see the task going right here. Double clicking on this will return the window so we can wait for task OK. I will return to you when the task is OK. Now that we have task OK, we can again close this window and then press refresh. Pressing refresh will show us our backup has been done. Now at this point, you can use a tool like SCP to download this backup file to your local system if you so choose. Remember, this could make it easier if your Proxmox system fails. If you do choose to use SCP, you may want to pay attention to this line right here in the backup log, as this gives us the path where our Proxmox system is storing backups. You can use SCP to access and copy this folder to your home system if you so choose. I won't be showing this on our demo, but this channel does have videos about how to upload them and download them with SCP. Moving on with this tutorial, now it's time to select our node, which mine is called PVE, and that is the standard default naming convention for Proxmox for the first node. And then we're going to want to select updates. Here, we're going to want to make sure it says no updates available by pressing refresh. We can go ahead and check those repositories to make sure we have all of the latest updates. And you can see after I check the repository, we do have some updates to install. Let's go ahead and install them right now by pressing upgrade. We're going to answer why to this question and press enter, and then we can close this window, pressing leave. Heading back here, you can see that we have installed all of those updates. Here at repositories, I do want to show you that I do have the no subscription repository installed for Proxmox 8. If you don't have that, or you don't have a subscription enterprise repository installed, you're going to want to go here to add, press OK, select no subscription, and press add, and then redo your update steps. All right, so once we have that, we will see that we are at a newer version of 8.4.6 here. And again, as long as that number is 8.4.1 or higher, we can do these steps. So now let's get with the upgrade. Here in our web interface, we'll press shell, and we're going to want to add the Debian Trixie base repositories to our system. We're going to do that with two separate commands here. This is the first command, which will add the Trixie repository for Debian to our sources list. We can go ahead and copy this and paste it. I will provide these for you in the comments section or the description section of this video. Pressing enter, and we'll go ahead and also target the PVE enterprise list of our server by doing the same thing, pasting the command and pressing enter. Now to add our Proxmox VE repository, we have two separate options. I'm going to choose the no subscription option here because I feel most of my viewers are using home labs and most likely do not have a subscription to Proxmox. If you do need the subscription command, you can go ahead and view the documentation that will be linked here in the description section of this video from Proxmox to receive that command. Here is the no subscription command for adding the source list to our repository database for Proxmox 9. Let's go ahead and press enter. And now we can go ahead and issue the apt update command, which will download all the new repo lists that are available. And then we should be able to do an apt dist-up. dist-upgrade-y to download the newest version of Debian Trixie as well as the new versions of Proxmox 9 files. The first thing it's going to ask us during the installation of Proxmox 9 is if we want to modify a file at etc issues. The default command is no, and I feel that we don't need to modify an issues file during installation. We want to keep track of our issues and any previous issues. So let's go ahead and press enter. This is now asking us if we want to restart operations during the install, and the default appears to be no. I feel like restarting things could cause the installation to fail. So let's go ahead and press enter. And now it's going to ask us if we do want to restart postfix, SSH, and cron. Since we are here in a shell window, SSH is okay to restart. Cron is of course going to run tasks that are on timers for automation. That'll be fine. And postfix is just email replies. That'll be fine as well. So let's hit tab to select OK and press enter. Okay, so the installation is almost done, but we're asked if we want to modify the LVM config file, and I definitely want to keep my LVM configuration settings here for Proxmox, and the default for the installation is no. So let's go ahead and press enter again. All right, so our installation and upgrade has completed, but we're going to want to at least restart this server considering we did major upgrades to this. You can do this in a couple of different ways. You can do it from the restart button on your web interface, or since we're still inside the shell, you can just enter reboot here in the shell and press enter. Now, leaving the shell and returning to our web interface, you'll watch the Proxmox system shut down VMs and containers before it does its reboot. Once your Proxmox system has rebooted, you can go ahead and press the refresh button and you'll return back to the web interface. Just as I have here, you can see that our Proxmox version has changed to 9.0.3. You're going to want to select your nodes and select repositories and head over here and take a look at some of what's going on, because we're probably going to want to do some cleanup. The first thing we want to make sure we do is have anything from bookworm disabled, which you can see I do because they're grayed out. The next thing you're going to want to do, if you have not already, is make sure anything that says enterprise is also grayed out, as you will get error messages. You can see here I have one that's Trixie pve-enterprise right here. Let's go ahead, select that and press disable. Do have a no subscription version of that same file right here, which is Trixie pve no subscription. So we don't have to go ahead and add this. If we didn't have that here or here, we'd go up here to add. We'd select OK, saying that we don't have a valid subscription. We'd select no subscription and we'd press add. Of course, I already have it, so we don't need to do that. If we needed to add Seth, we could also select Seth now and add the repository. Going to updates, we then can press refresh and OK and see if we have any updates. Now that it says task OK, we can close this window, press refresh, and we have no updates as expected. Now you have a fully updated Proxmox 9 server. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial and you're able to get your Proxmox system up to the newest version. As always, consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to get more virtualization and Proxmox information from Virtualize Everything. Have a good night.